and to
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
You know what it is? Hey, Ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you
Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today.
Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. This is the 73rd episode. I'm Luke7. He's Ham. Ham, how you doing?
I'm better than you, because you're over here struggling, sounding absolutely terrible.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Shout out to Vic the motherfucking Click for not only re-upping and becoming a member, I believe again, but he said when I said that we're going to be starting in 5, he said American 5 or African 5.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I loved it.
Oh my god. I am a very timely human being. Don't even come here with that rubbish. Also, thank you for becoming a new member of TSWS.
Like a backhanded thank you.
Yeah.
Matt, Loke does sound disheveled, and it's probably because COD is coming to Game Pass, and it just makes him sick.
God damn.
It makes him sick.
Don't make me laugh, Ham. God damn, my neck is all messed up. The doctor says I shouldn't. Oh, this guy. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not doing too good, man. I'm not doing too good. I was thinking about calling and being like, dude, I don't think I can do the show today.
That would have been fine.
Yeah, but then I saw fucking C.O.D is going to Game Pass. I was like, fuck that. These guys are gonna run with the narrative and be like, nah, Luke's not actually sick. He running.
Yeah, he just hurt.
He running.
He just hurt.
Yeah.
He's not mad, he's just disappointed.
Come on, Matt. Did Luke hurt his neck while he was out grazing on the farm? Okay. Okay. This is all right. Let me just say hi to everyone here. Welcome in Matt, Stanley Francois, Rachie, Spider-Man 356, Skywalker UAV 1. Thank you for your service. Who else? Yeah, welcome in everyone. Ham, what you been playing, man?
I've been playing. I mean, it's kind of funny. I play a little bit of Call of Duty recently, which is ironic, but of course, Hellblade. Still playing that. I'm on the others part. Did you beat the game yet?
No, I have not beat the game yet.
Tragic. Anyways, let's see. What else have I been playing? Obviously NBA, because I play that every night. Immortals of Avium. I've been playing that game because it
I
dropped.
saw the FSR thing, right?
Yeah, they put frame generation on it, and that game looks a lot better than it did before. So if you haven't played or you've been waiting to play Immortals of Avium, now is the time to jump in. If you're wondering what it looks like on the Series S, shout out to Matt Likes Games here in the chat, one of the panel members on with us on Fridays. He did a review at his channel, Matt Likes Games, on YouTube, so you can check that out and see what it looks like on the Series S, but it looks a lot better. The Series S was awful on Immortals of Avium at first. It was really bad, but now it looks a lot better. It looks functional. So definitely give it a try over there. If you are only able to play it on the Series S, or else I highly recommend playing it on the Series X or PC. But it definitely has that frame generation ability now, so it just changes the game 100%. Let's see, is there anything else I've been playing? Not that comes to mind quickly. So how about you? What have you been up to?
Actually, I was going for the move, man. I finally moved to the city. So I'm much closer to work, and I think I want to be more available to get more stuff done, not just work-wise, school-wise, but also more TSWS. Me and you actually need to chat about the new Thursday show. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's not coming until July.
As long as it's coming, man. Pause. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was busy doing the move, and I haven't been able to play anything. And then I got sick, so I spent most of the day today just fucking sleeping and shit. So yeah, Vic, it does actually get a bit chilly in Mozambique. Sure, it doesn't get as cold as like the States.
I like that though.
Yeah,
That's a funny question. He's like,
it
how do you
doesn't
catch a cold? It ain't never cold.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens, Vic? I don't know if you're curious about this, but what happens is the human body adapts to wherever it is for long enough, right? So if you were to move to Mozambique, for example, for a year, when our winter would roll by, you'd be like, this is not cold, this is nothing. But if you stayed here for like 2-3 years, your body would acclimatize to the super heat, right? So when it would get our version of cold, you would also get a cold. So that's pretty much how it works, more or less. I've had this reaction like from Americans, Europeans, dude, even me. Like I grew up in like cold versions of African countries, like Zimbabwe
Texas.
and South Africa, whatever though. South Africa,
Texas is like
much
cold
colder.
Africa, isn't it?
I guess it is. Like you could Google it, Vic. In Johannesburg, it even snows. That's how cold it is. So I understand the question, but it does get cold, and you will get affected if you live here long enough.
Wakanda is ice cold, Vincent Vega says.
All right. Oh, good on you, big man Mo. Good on you. Welcome in also. All right. Ham. So this is kind of like a spoiler, right? But we only have
Oh my
one
God.
game. We only have one game to show. Well, what's up?
Well, what are you spoiling?
Oh no, I'm talking about for the rest of the schedule of the show.
Oh, sure.
Usually we have like 2 or 3 games to show on Tuesdays, right? As is tradition. But oh man, But this time we're only going to have one game to show. And I guess I want to discuss this before we even start discussing any of the games that are coming up or topics. Ham, it feels like the next week or two is going to excuse me. It's going to be a chance. It's going to be a chance for us to like get back to the backlog and maybe clear up some stuff, because it doesn't look like anything big is coming up or coming out in the next few days.
In the next few days, yeah, you're right. I mean, this is a good time, especially for me, yeah. Because the next big thing to come out for me is the college football game.
Oh,
it's like the next big deal, and that's not until like mid to late July. So, like, I'm not really. I mean, please remind me in the chat if there's something that I'm missing, but I'm pretty sure that's all that I really got to look forward to, other than like a showcase from Xbox next Thursday. So yeah, I think you're right.
What time is the excuse me, what time is the showcase next week?
I don't know what time it is there in Africa for you, bud.
I remember it was something friendly or Africa friendly, you know. I think it's like 8 p.m. or 9 or something. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll check right now just to be sure. It says it is 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that would be, let's see, that'd be 1 o'clock Eastern. So whatever that is future for you. I think that's like 8 or 9 o'clock for you.
That's some good shit. You know, I was thinking,
right, for dinner time.
Yeah. I was thinking, instead of us doing like a watch along that's gonna get us like struck or whatever, right? Copyright struck. What if goodness. What if we do like a watch along but not show video?
What do you mean not show video?
As in, we'll watch along but not show video of the actual showcase.
I don't know. That sounds silly.
All right.
I'd rather just maybe do an after the showcase,
a post show,
short show. Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Cool.
That way I can just give all of the attention to the show, and then, you know, I can wipe the sweat off my face and then get on the podcast.
Oh goodness, sweat.
Oh really? Yeah. Perspiration.
All right, so you think it's going to be that good?
Yeah, I think it. I mean, it should be. I mean, they're showcasing Black Ops, right? I'd have some sort of idea of them having something else to talk about with Activision Blizzard, including the games that they, you know, that we kind of been waiting on to hear about. I think just a mixture of all of that. This should probably be better than better than last year's showcase, in my opinion. Just because now it's just like you got everything that you seemingly wanted. So what would be the problem? You know, right?
Yeah. I think maybe they should have kept C.O.D for the showcase. No.
What do you mean? Why would they do that?
All right, well, let's do the topics, and then.
If anything, Xbox has been having like issues marketing. I feel like Activision's like, "Hey, Xbox, this is how you do it," and they're like, "Oh, like we're so used to doing stuff last minute," and they're like, "No, let's do this now."
Get way ahead of it. Like
exactly,
way ahead of it.
I mean, because you could get people subscribing to it before it even comes out. That'll help you. That'll help you prior to the game even launching. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Bro, I'm checking the schedule for June. It's nothing, bro. It's nothing. Like, the first thing that pops up is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, which is DLC, June 21st.
Woo. So we got a whole ass a month before anything comes out, pretty much, and that's
And
just
then after-
DLC.
And after that, that's it for the month, bro.
That's it until college football, which is I think like the 19th or the 21st or something like that.
Of July.
July, yeah.
Oh, that's true, dude. I was thinking you were speaking only for yourself, right? So I'm checking the rest of the other games that are coming out, that are also coming out. I'm thinking, I think I'll probably find something for myself. There's nothing here, bro. Nothing. And for me, college football, I'm also going to skip that. Like, unless I get a review code, I'm definitely skipping that. And then after that, it's nothing again.
Oh, speaking of review codes,
Yeah.
I need to talk to you a little bit about it
Let's
after the show.
I remember that topic specific. I remember.
But you know how the Lognet Lords of Gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to talk to you and Matt Saturday.
All right.
So if you're free, come through so they can, ask you if you guys are interested still.
Anytime anyone says come through, I just think about Drake's song.
Oh yeah, come through.
That's a great song, dude.
Yeah,
like I don't care that Kendrick smoked his ass. That is a genuinely
like, just because he took the L to Kendrick doesn't mean like all of his songs are bad now.
That's true.
He still has more bangers than Kendrick, hands down.
Hell yeah. I said it a couple of weeks ago. Like, yo, hate him or love him, he is essentially the Michael Jackson of this generation.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hate him or love him. Absolutely.
Yeah. Except for rap, he is like pound for pound right next to Michael Jackson, especially with the whole jumping from this genre to that genre to this genre to that genre. The only thing he hasn't done that Michael did was a movie. That's it.
Yeah, he did TV shows.
Oh God, we had to find out about it. I didn't know that he did TV as a child until the rap thing. And then when I went to watch it, I was like, God damn, that looks bad. But you know what? Whatever, man. He was going for the bag. I would have done worse at his age if someone had given me a chance. So whatever, dude. The first game, right, starting now, that I'm interested in is in August.
Woo!
Black Myth? Which is Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, and that's August like at the 20th. End of August, isn't it? Yeah.
20th, bro.
Yeah, you got a lot of backlog that you can work on.
And then it all goes to shit from there. Because after Black Myth, we've got Gundam Breaker 4, which is on the 29th. Obviously, I wouldn't have finished Black Myth by then, right? Then we've got Star Wars Outlaws, August 30th. One day later, obviously, I haven't finished Gundam Breaker by then. Probably haven't even installed Gundam Breaker. And then September 5th, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Dude, 4 days later, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, September 9th. God damn. And then October, obviously, we're gonna have one game that's gonna like dominate everything, for me at least. Metaphor Refantasio.
You're gonna get into that, huh?
Oh yeah, that one's gonna take my life over. I love what I saw.
Okay,
I love
That's interesting. I didn't expect you to say an Atlas game.
Are these the same guys that made
Persona?
It's got the vibe, but it's not turn-based. So I guess that's something. Anyways,
that's something to think about. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Ham. Let's get into it. So first off, we've got World War I survival horror game Conscript. Oh, excuse me. Launches in 2024 for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
Everywhere.
It's going everywhere. And then also, obviously, if you play the trailer, you'll see why. Please roll the trailer and tell us.
Are you trying to say it's mid?
Not mid, just it's got an accessible art style.
Oh, okay. I think this is a game I looked at earlier that I thought, no, maybe not.
No, this is a different one.
I was thinking maybe it was a game where this dude like cuts off somebody's head, but
no.
This looks wild.
It does. This game looks like it looks like it focuses on the heart and soul of what World War II actually was about. That shit was scary though. It was not fun. It was not just, good times.
It's like something I'd want to play on my Steam Deck because I think all of that film grain would bother me on a big ass TV.
On a big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure how much I'd like that. I think it'd hurt my eyes.
And these dark sections, oh man, that looks scary. That looks very scary. And the art style is very interesting.
Yeah, it looks extremely classic. It looks like an old ass PC game.
It does.
Yeah, I don't know about that for me.
You're not feeling it?
Not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be something I'd be willing to try in Gamepass on my Steam Deck.
Oh my god!
So it's like caveat after caveat.
Support the devs, man. What are you talking about, Gamepass?
I'm not just out here just throwing money at any dev, all right?
Like, you're not a real gamer, Ham. You're not a real gamer if you do that.
You act like it's just a fucking like even at the strip club, I'm not throwing dollars at every woman in front of me, right?
What?
I know,
Support
right?
the dancers. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll support the ones that are supporting my eyes.
Purpose. That's one of my favorite parts of the Matrix. I'm gonna rewatch it this week because I want to use that part. You remember that rant by Agent Smith where it says purpose is what defines us, purpose is what drives us, etc., etc. Do you remember that part? Matrix Reloaded. So to your point, purpose, like the dancers are there to entertain. So that's their purpose, and if it's not working, then you're not throwing dollars. Same thing for games, right? Purpose is you need to be worthy of $60 or my time if you're on Game Pass, etc. So I get what you're saying, but I like poking. Drawn TJ, sorry, no Diddy. All right.
Sure.
Drawn TJ, thank you so much for the super chat. COD is going to be the only game to play in October. Is it? Hold on, I've got this list here. Let's see if it's the only game. October. Oh hell no! I'm gonna be playing Metaphor ReFantasio. I don't care nothing about Call of Duty.
What's up?
Thoughts on Drawn TJ super chat?
I'm just gonna be playing stuff. Like, I don't know. Like Game Pass is gonna be wild. Okay. My wallet's gonna be hurt, and there's just a lot going on.
All right.
And more than likely, the things that I don't have on Game Pass would probably get the priority.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
It does. I got you. Ever wild. Okay, Rachie. No need to be messy. Ham, before we move on, the Boston Celtics swept the Indiana Pacers. Are you shocked?
Not really, because they lost Halliburton. So, I mean, their best player was like a mid-tier player, but like the rest of the series.
But they were whooping that trick for 2 games.
Who was whooping what?
Halliburton played for game 1 and 2.
Sure. You mean the games that they lost as well?
Yeah. They got swept. Don't forget, it's not like they were doing damage when Halliburton was there.
Yeah, no. Just is what it is, bud.
All right. On the other end, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be fighting for their lives tonight. They're down 0-3 to my second beloved Dallas Mavericks. Second because the Lakers are always number 1.
Nah.
What are your thoughts on that series?
Man, like the Mavs, like I'm blown away how bad the Minnesota
Wolves.
Timberwolves seem to be doing. Like they're falling apart at the end of every game.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I guess it just shows the veteran status that Kyrie and Luka have compared to the team, like the team of the Wolves, where it's like everybody that's a star or a big name there is like very new to playoff life.
Yeah.
Like they weren't ready.
Clearly. I still think Anthony Edwards has the potential to be like fabulous. Yeah. Like I'm not disheartened by the way he's getting destroyed. I think it's just like growing pains. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because remember, Luka also got like destroyed a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we'll see.
Now he's hitting step back winners.
All I know is I'm not that excited for the finals now.
Yeah.
I just want the Mavs to win now, just so Luka and Kyrie can have their championship.
And also because I don't want the Celtics to win. For the first time, me and you actually agree on who we want to win the finals. Usually we disagree on this.
Yeah, Matt says Celtics with the easiest path to the NBA finals I've ever seen.
Yeah, everyone got injured. Everyone they played, every single team that they played freaking got injured. That was wild.
They're just over here beating up folks.
I think it's the Celtic luck. I have no faith in
what they got to do to win.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you have to play against whoever's in front of you, right? But if they win this season, I'm not impressed. I'm not going to sit back and be like, oh, they might reel off like another 2 or 3 championships. I don't see it. Did you know, John TJ with another super chat? Thank you so much, John TJ. Says, did you know Gamepass Ultimate is $19.60 after taxes? I saw it on my bank statement. It's crazy. It's really not. And I know, like, we joke about me being the Sony pony on the show, but I'd like to reiterate my point. Even if Game Pass was $60,
I'm not with you on that. That's crazy. I'm not paying that a month. That's crazy.
Because and I'm just being objective here, If you only played on Game Pass, if you only played on Xbox, $60.
That's a lot of money.
You're getting more. You're getting more for $60 than you would if you were like, oh, I'm going to spend $60 a month to buy a game every month. If you only played on Xbox.
Sure, but like I'd have to know that I'm getting a game that I want to play every fucking month. Like that's
Yes,
wild.
Ham. Have you seen Gamepass, bro?
Yes,
I
have.
can show you a game every single month. Not just one. I can show you 5 every single month.
I'm not saying that those games aren't worth playing. I'm just saying, are they 60? Like there's definitely been months that I've had of having Game Pass where I didn't.
Thanks, Vic.
Get like $60 worth out of it. I mean,
really?
like I'd be like I would say every month I at least got like $15 to $20 out of it, but I can't say every month I got $60 out of it.
Okay, I would beg to differ. Like I'm just in the unfortunate situation of having to, you know, deal with a lot of other stuff with life. Otherwise, my gamer score, I think I'd be like 150,000 by now. If I was dead, if I was like gaming more, because I haven't been playing a lot, but I don't think a Game Pass subscription has lost value at any point. I think it's way higher than what they're charging us right now. We are robbing Xbox at this point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like that.
Sorry?
So you need to quit saying shit like that.
Why? Because then they might wake up and be like, oh, they might be like, wait a minute. Remember that meme?
Hey man, I ain't trying to let people like it's like, you know, when you have what are those things called that you get in a business, like where like they think it costs $20 to run like a lemonade stand or something like that, and you find out it only costs $5. Man, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things where you don't want to tell them, you know, how much you can afford to give them. More like, it's more like I want them to think this is all I can do.
Yeah, like I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. Y'all need to pay up more.
Yes.
Like, instead of us getting all these leaks, and I'm not saying, man, shit. You might hate me for this, and chat might hate me for this. But instead of getting all these leaks about showcases and whatever, I'd like to see a leak on how much Microsoft is spending on Game Pass and how much they're getting out of it. Now that's a report that I would read. I don't care if it's 60 pages long. I'm reading it. Rachie is a good point. $60, you can buy many games on Steam. That's true. It's like, is a coffee from Starbucks worth $7? I've been to your guys' side twice, but I've never taken the time to drink Starbucks. Is the $7 worth it
for Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on what you get to drink there. Like I've had some fucking amazing drinks at Starbucks for around that price. So I'd say it's worth it. Like it's just a lot. Like, you know, like I wouldn't say do it every day. But I definitely say, you know, twice a week isn't bad.
You could go homeless. Don't go to Starbucks every day.
No, like it's just no. If you need coffee every day, I recommend that you buy it.
Yeah,
like buy it at the store. But if you
buy a coffee machine.
If you like a treat like Monday to get you through, like to start the week, and then Friday to end the week or something like that, then you're fine. But what you don't want to do is look at your like end of month statement and be like, oh my god, I spent like $150 at Starbucks. That's not okay.
Yeah, probably not the right way to go about it. Speaking of lack of games, Ham, PlayStation Plus monthly games,
Come
bonus
on, why you
game.
gotta do it like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
What?
He said, "Speaking of lack of games, PlayStation." Like don't don't let don't let the other ponies in the barn hear you saying that, Lo.
They don't like me much. They don't like me much. I've noticed, and this is like a side story, Ham. I've noticed that the Xbox community are okay with people that like their stuff, but also criticize them. The PlayStation side of things, it kind of seems like you have to be like ultra pro PlayStation for them to want to consistently engage. So I'm not worried because I'm probably blocked and muted by a whole bunch of them. I keep like every time I put up a poll, right? And then it's not favorable for
Every time you go up
Xbox.
the poll, what?
Oh god. Every
Yo, I
time I
don't want to be
put
there
up
for
a
that.
Twitter, every time I put up
Close your
a
eyes,
Twitter
folks.
poll.
Hey, keep your camera off, Lo. Keep your camera off.
Hey man, anything to get that money, all right? I was saying, anytime I put up a poll, right, that's favorable to Xbox, I get a couple of them. Even a couple that are my friends that are mutuals, like, yeah, your follower list is full of Xbox fans, obviously. How can you be surprised by this reaction? But then when I get a poll which favors PlayStation, I sometimes get people talking about no, but you're a pony. So obviously this is the reaction you get. But that's not like the main thing. The main thing is I've noticed the Xbox people will not unfollow me, whereas the PlayStation people will literally unfollow, freaking
And
block.
block your ass.
Yeah, they'll block you, dude. And I'm like, what? It's that real? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Over video games, but all right, all right. Speaking of lack of games, PlayStation Plus monthly games, bonus game catalog, PS VR 2 and
Double
PS
down.
Double Down, baby. And PS2 Classics catalog titles for June 2024 were announced. So here's the three games for PS Plus this month.
Don't sound too excited, Loke.
It's not great, Ham.
Please don't shout it from the rooftops now. I mean, you sound so excited for this upcoming month. We're only days away from this excitement.
You need to stop, Ham. You need to stop.
Hey, man, I'm actually not mad about one of these games, okay?
Just
maybe actually
one.
Two of them, to be real.
Really? All right, so let's get into it. So SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. Yes or no?
Of course not.
I don't know.
That's like a my daughter type of game. And I'm
I
like,
don't know.
and although I'm like, yay, they got something for the kids. I mean, I'm selfish. I don't care about
Yeah.
this.
Also,
if I want my daughter to play a game, I'll buy it for her, or she can find it from one of the old lists or something like that. But like, if you advertising something like, yo, look at this, like, and it's SpongeBob in the video game, like, I'm all set.
All right. Next, we have Streets of Rage 4. I'm guessing you're down for this one.
If I didn't already beat it, I think this was awesome. You know, Streets of Rage is a classic, phenomenal game from way back when I was a kid on, the Sega Genesis. So,
if we're being consistent, Ham, it's already been on Game Pass for years.
That's why I said if I didn't already beat it, because I already beat this via Game Pass. And I actually beat it with Mad Drex via Game Pass, and he's a dope dude. But he's more of a PlayStation guy, but he's just like me, except just on the PlayStation side, right? So so he's so like he's seen that come to Game Pass, and he's like, "Man, you want to run?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So we ran through Streets. I mean, you see it in our intro. Actually, it's like one of the first things you see in the intro is Streets of Rage 4, which is mad ironic because I didn't think I'd see anybody or see that game come back. But here it is. That game's been out for a while, so like, although it's a cool game, I'm not sure how much of it's like a here you go exciting kind of game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Ham. I done seen it. I roasted it. I tasted it and I spat it out. All right.
Spat it out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Go. No, I didn't like it.
Why? How do you not like that? The classic, the nostalgia that is Streets of Rage 4. Like, how do you dislike that
I'm
game?
I'm so over this thing of this format used to be awesome back in the day. They're remaking a game in that exact format, and we are supposed to like it because it's nostalgic. I'm done with that, dude. It's either good or it's not, bruv.
So what are you saying? Hellblade's bad now? Hellblade 2 is bad now?
The fuck?
Well, it's the same thing, right? It's it produced something that it already did prior.
Yes, but it still holds up,
and it made it better. And I feel like Streets of Rage 4,
it still holds up. For me, Streets of Rage 4 doesn't hold up, because if Streets of Rage 4 came out in 95 or 2000, maybe it would be more fun. But right now, in 2022, I think that's when it came out, I wasn't impressed. And for me, when it comes to looking at games, I try to be as objective as possible, no matter how like my emotions are about it. If it's fucked, we have to be honest about it. Like, I'll use a good example: Metal Gear Solid, the collection, right, on PlayStation.
Why is it that you have to compare everything to that? Like, do you play anything else? Like, is there any other games that you can compare it to? Like, is there anything else that you're like happy about nostalgic wise other than fucking
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear, the same goddamn game we hear about every week.
Tekken. Besides the Rage art, is essentially the same game that came out back in the day. Now we're just talking about prettier graphics, and obviously the technique involved is a lot more complex and more specific. The hitboxes are a lot more specific, right? They've refined it a lot, but the meat and potatoes, it's still Tekken 3, right?
Yeah, Tekken 3 is a goat. I can't disagree.
Yeah, they've essentially
they could have did without Gon.
What's your problem with Gon?
No,
I like Gon.
No,
I like him.
Gon's
He was
trash.
weird.
That ankle biting bitch. Fuck him. And fuck all those bears and pandas too. Fucking hate those fucking characters. They're stupid as shit.
What about Dr. Bosconovich?
You know what character I absolutely hated, but I respected more than any of those three?
Who?
The kangaroo.
Ooh,
that
Roger.
Kangaroo used to fuck me up.
Roger. I think his name is
Roger. Yes. That motherfucker with the punching gloves on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken,
why.
Roger's female, bro.
I don't care what sex it is. It doesn't matter when you're getting your fucking face fucking kicked in. It doesn't matter. I'm not attracted to Roger. This isn't fucking what is it called? Baldur's Gate. I'm not attracted to Roger. I'm not trying to neuter Roger. Or Spade or what. Like, I don't care about his gender. I was getting fucking wrecked by Roger when I was a kid. Like, I'll never forget that. Like, I hated Roger. Like I hated fighting Roger. And something that and somebody that wasn't crazy hard to fight, but they were annoying, was the wood and the wood thing.
Mokujin.
Yeah, like because they'd like pretty much be like Yoshimitsu.
Oh yeah, but also you don't know who you're fighting with Mokujin, because Mokujin could be anyone.
Like when it do the Yoshimitsu shit, that shit would make me so angry. Yoshimitsu is another tough motherfucker, dude.
The worst one, Ham, if we're being 1,000% honest, is Dr. Boskonovich. Yes? The dude was lying down the entire time.
I mean,
so
yeah.
You literally
he was
had
like
to
the
learn.
Baldo of fucking Tekken.
Yeah. You had to learn how, or like all the ground moves for your character, just in case you bumped into someone that liked Boskonovich.
I think that's why I liked whatchamacallit, why can't I remember her name right now? Lin Xiaoyu?
Ling Xiaoyu.
Yeah, Ling Xiaoyu. I always
because she has awesome ground moves. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Yeah. That and Eddie Gordo would fuck him up. Those two, like, you can keep laying there, old man.
I got you.
Fucking work.
That's not a problem.
Exactly. Go ahead and lay down. That's where you're gonna be staying.
Oh man. So yeah, in terms of nostalgia, my problem is not that I have anything against nostalgia. I don't like being nostalgic and then not being objective when we're talking about games that use like nostalgic tropes.
Spider-Man, go to hell.
What do you say?
Telling me to get good.
I love it.
You can go to hell, bud. I have no problem. Hey man, you think Loke is the only one that'll attack the chat? I'll attack my goddamn chat too. Fuck with me.
Don't make me laugh, man. Come on. Oh, shit. Go to hell. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, my little rant there. Streets of Rage. I didn't even bother finishing it. I'm over that way of making games. So
dude,
the
was
only
when Warang first showed up.
Well,
was Tekken 3.
Yeah, it was.
And
Tekken 3, dude.
Dude, Tekken 3 was so hot.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's the best of all time. I mean, Tekken Force, the volleyball, it had it all.
Day one, Ham. Day one. No patches, no nothing. Buy the game, and you get all of it. Unlock, I think it was like 10 or 12 characters. It was amazing. The theater mode as well was super fun.
I still got the hard copy of it. It's great.
Yeah, that cover. I'm not a Jin fan, but that cover really works.
Oh yeah, with the glove.
Yeah, that cover works, man.
That cover is hot. Yep, I got the regular one, not the fucking, what is it, platinum, or the greatest hits bullshit.
Yeah,
I got the real one.
The real one. Goodness.
Yeah, well, see the greatest hits ones usually would, like, instead of it being color, it would usually be like the inside book would be black and white. A lot of people know that.
And then they try and not try, but they would try and they would focus more on, this is like a big PlayStation classic. It's not about, this game is awesome. It's like they were trying to prop up more PlayStation than the games, which I didn't care much for. They did the same thing with Metal Gear.
Let's see if I can. My camera isn't good.
All right. Well, while you try and find that, go.
No, I got it right here.
Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Classic.
See, that's nostalgia
All
that works.
sexy on the inside and everything. Sexy.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
See, that's nostalgia that works.
with the Namco tip hotline.
Can barely see anything, bro. The reflection on the screen is not helping us. Nope.
There it is.
I don't see it. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's
this is Namco tip hotline right there.
Yeah. What happens if you try and call that number now?
Oh, probably nothing. It said it was. It says on here. It gave the price details. It says 95 cents a minute for automated tips. $1.15 per minute for live counseling.
What?
9 to 5 Monday through Friday Pacific. All
Nice.
hints, tricks, and cheats under 18. Please have your parents' permission. Touch tone phones only. Don't nobody know what that is anymore.
Yeah. No one knows what that is.
God, that disc is just sexy.
It's fire.
That disc is just sexy.
It screams.
Julia on the cover. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Julia and Nina. Let's go. Oh, and Brian and Yoshimitsu as well.
I don't like Brian. My brother
like Brian.
My brother currently mains Brian, and he's got that sweeping kick that just fucking I hate it.
Oh, I mean, he was powerful, and yeah, he had some cheap moves.
Yeah.
Show.
Gogo, as far as Warang's concerned, I'm still traumatized, dude. My sister, she spent like entire afternoons just beating me again and again and again with Warang. It wasn't fun. It was not fun. Thank you, Vic, for the membership chat. It says, why when Ham talks about a good classic game?
Why
I don't understand. That's what it says. I just read what he said.
Rewrite what you meant to say, and we'll read it.
We'll read it out. We don't really understand what you're going.
I think he meant to. I gotta talk to my wife. Go on ahead and continue.
All right. Back when Sony had Parappa, the rapper type games, never again. Yeah, I think never is a strong word. I think it goes in cycles. You know, when Parappa the rapper came out, that was like their core focus, and then excuse me. Like the demo, you look at the types of games that they used to put out, like your Jack and Dexters and whatever. It's what they focused on at the time. Now they're in the wave of cinematic, ultra realistic whatevers, right? So I think never is a strong word. I think we will eventually get games like Parappa the Rapper, Jack and Dexter back. I think it's possible. It will probably happen.
He's a member chat and then turned around and paid to finish the rest.
Yo, why when Ham talks about a good classic game, Loke got to bring up
you said Lock, let's go.
Get the fuck out of here. Loke got to bring up that trash MGS up. Thank you for the super chat. No thank you for the objectively wrong take.
Read them together.
I did.
You sure did. You sure as hell did.
And he's got the diddler as a profile picture. Like, this man, he wants violence. That's what he wants.
He does. He's not safe around Vic.
Yeah.
You don't want to click that, Vic.
Timmy, welcome in, brother.
That
I would
sound and tone you got.
I would say I would say it more vociferously, Timmy, but I'm not feeling well today. Maybe
You
Friday.
ready to move on because wait. So
AEW,
the
bro.
last game I wanted to talk about here, because we got
Yeah.
way off topic talking about
Yeah.
Tekken. Of course, because I mean, when you talk about Tekken 3, I mean, I feel like it just deserves 5 minutes at least.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But AEW is another interesting game to go in there, because what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to turn it on and they're going to get immediately disappointed. And then those that remember playing the 64 version of wrestling games are going to kind of get with it and maybe fall in love with it.
Wait, I
Like,
thought you said
so,
it
like-
was like the PS2 games as well.
What do you mean? No, it's not like the PS2 games that much. It's more or less like the 64 versions.
Oh, I didn't play the 64 wrestling games. Okay, but go ahead. Finish your thought.
But yeah, so yeah, the AEW game is going to be disappointment for a lot of people at first, but then those that remember playing on the 64 are going to probably kind of fall in love with it. And I mean, it is a really fun game, and it has some fun stuff to do in it. It's kind of fun to do just fucking around and whatnot.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, this isn't the most exciting month at all. I mean, maybe they figure a lot of people aren't going to be playing too much, so they don't want to spend too much on big titles going into the summer, which makes sense on a bit business wise and whatnot. But at the same time, it's just like, all right, like, you are really making sure we're not that excited for the summer. So, I mean, because these are all games that you can get fairly discounted right now, some way, somehow, or games you'd be willing to wait to buy at a discount, right? So seeing that you're paying a monthly service for these to be the headliners, I mean, it really reminds you that Xbox Gamepass is, and I'm not trying to I'm not trying to shit on Sony, but it just reminds you that Game Pass is just better, to be honest. Like, this is just not to me. If this was Xbox's month, they would be getting shit on right now.
Oh, hell yeah. You can be sure of that. No doubt. I'd be ripping them to shreds.
I'm trying to give them an out by saying, hey, it's summertime now. A lot of people are going to be playing, but like at the same time, it's like, hey, there's a lot of people that play most of their gaming time in the summer. Kids,
yeah,
and whatnot that do that. I know when it was summertime for me, it was like, I'm going to play outside all day and game until I cannot keep my eyes open at night. So like that was like that was like my summer. It was like play outside with the friends, ride a bike around town or whatever, just like whatever fuckery I was doing. And then at the end of the night when the street lights come on or whatever, I'm gaming until like I get forced to go to bed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
D maybe said it's like no mercy. Exactly.
Yeah. So for me, again, I'd like to reiterate that AEW is the only game worth checking out, in my opinion. And by checking out, I really mean exactly that, just checking it out. Nothing here is making anyone decide like, oh, I definitely need to get PS Plus now. All right. You either have it currently and you're just going to check out 5 forever, or you don't have it.
This isn't driving up any subscriptions.
Yeah. Don't nobody care about this. And by nobody, I don't specifically mean 0 people. All right.
I mean,
people need to stop going with the literal sense. Right?
Imagine announcing this the same day or around the same time as our next subject.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get into it. We might as well.
Yeah.
We might as well. Bad timing, just bad timing. Sorry. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. This comes to us from Gematsu. So, platforms for the latest entry in Call of Duty series have yet to be officially announced, but it is expected to be available for PS5 series, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The worldwide reveal for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will follow the Xbox showcase on June 9th, and it's been confirmed that it will be on Game Pass day one. Hamothy, thoughts
Don't sound so
on
excited there, Loke. I tell you
that?
what, man. I'm telling you. I'm excited to see what this game is. I hope that they have a pretty good campaign with it. The way that they're marketing it, it seemed like it'd be pretty good because they haven't even showed any gameplay, but they seem pretty hyped about it already, right?
Yeah.
And just for that, just for the fact that I know they're digging into like Saddam Hussein and the Bush administration, and moving towards into the Clinton administration, it's like I have a feeling it's going to be something during the Clinton administration while George Bush Sr. is like head of CIA or something that he was or whatnot during a stint or whatever. I think it's going to be kind of I think it might even be a controversial kind of game. And
Yeah, because
and I think it's going to be extra interesting for Xbox in particular, with them trying to get Game Pass and stuff like that on there. It's like, what a time to pick it up, right? Right when you have a controversial game, and usually when you have a controversial game, it sells or does really well, just
yeah,
because
with
there's
more eyeballs.
like, I mean, you look at Hogwarts. That was a controversial game, and look how that did, right?
Yep.
You
Yep.
look at like even Baldur's Gate had a little bit of controversy in it with the whole sex and everything about it and whatnot. Now look at where that went, right? So like almost any game with controversy, and you even think about Call of Duty's past with No Russian. And it's just like that controversy sure as fuck drove up sales because people were like, for real, they did that? Let me cop that and see it for myself. Right? like a lot of people were all about that, which is cringy, but at the same time, it reminds me of a Paul Wall and Chameleonaire album that was called Controversy Sells. And that's exactly what it is. Controversy sells.
Yeah. I think the recent history stuff is definitely gonna get more eyeballs on Call of Duty. And yeah, to your point about timing, this was just perfect. The first Call of Duty to go into Game Pass being this one, that would be crazy. But for me personally, I think it's a missed opportunity. I think Microsoft should start putting all the old Call of Duty games on Game Pass. It doesn't have to be all of them at once. It can be like
Who says
one.
they're not going to?
I assume that they will. I assume that they will. What I'm saying is, I think the best way to drive up hype to Call of Duty 6, sorry, Black Ops 6, is like all of these months that have already gone by ever since the Activision deal, they should have been launching one Call of Duty game per month on Game Pass. Just drip feeding everyone and keeping Call of Duty plus Xbox in everyone's mind, right? But now it looks. I'm hoping the showcase will tell us different, right? But it looks like we're just going to get Black Ops 6. That's all we've got confirmed.
That's all we have confirmed, sure. But I think the whole thing is like I feel like them showing this off right now, the
Yeah.
way that they are, they're kind of building up hype for the showcase in particular and letting you know, hey, this is coming in Game Pass, by the way. But I feel like this is a little bit of hype for the showcase, but it's also kind of like a sign of we have like we hear your frustrations and we got you. Like we want to make sure that you don't think this isn't coming. Like we're gonna go ahead and tell you right now that it's gonna be coming in the Game Pass. You already know that this showcase is supposed to be on that this is supposed to be on the showcase. You tune in, you see other games that are coming into Game Pass into the showcase, like and then on top of it, possibly maybe that day or within that month, they drop Call of Duties straight into Game Pass then and there, like the current Call of Duty, all the way down to like Call of Duty 3. They just drop all. I mean, even the older ones possibly, which would be nuts. Like especially since they're championing backwards compatibility, go all the way back then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which would be crazy, but dope. If you did that the day of the showcase or within the month of the showcase, that hype is I feel like it'd be pretty fucking infectious.
Yeah, I can see it there, but for me, I feel like
why
Black
you want to drip beat it though. Like I feel like drip beating is kind of a weird tease for old ass games.
No, it's about how can I put this? The content economy that we live in. By the way, welcome in John 907I. It's about the content environment that we live in here. We don't live in the drop everything and bounce era. We live in the era of you need to always be on people's minds. You need to always be featuring on the first page of IGN. And
I don't know, dropping a bunch of games at once on Call of. I mean, they did that with Bethesda. They dropped a bunch of games in the Game Pass with Bethesda after they purchased that. I don't see why they wouldn't want to do it with that, because Call of Duty, like, you don't need to drip that. Like, once it's there, it is there.
I was early adopter to Game Pass, Sam. I still remember what they did with Bethesda, but I also remember that it was almost nothing on Game Pass before Bethesda.
Sure.
I still remember that. So I think we need to look at that context, right? Now, Game Pass is full than a mother, all right? Game Pass is bursting at the seams with great games. So for me, I think, yes, you're right. If they put everything there, it's going to be like front page news. We're going to talk about it on Twitter for a week, maybe two. And that'll be it. But if they drop one game per month in Game Pass, they're guaranteed 1 week of people not just talking, like the fallout of people, of everyone installing that specific game, right? But people also now sitting there and disseminating and trying to guess, oh, what's coming next, etc., etc. So that's my point of view on that one.
I don't know. I just feel like you'd have a bunch of people saying, "Man, I wish they dropped this one instead of that,"
and then they drop it. Exactly, but people are still saying stuff about it. People are still excited for Xbox.
Yeah, but if they're saying it in negativity, they're not playing it. They're saying that I wish they had this, so I'm not playing.
Yes, but it's been months of just Xbox negativity. Whether it's right or wrong, right? Me and you both agree that, like, even the last time we spoke about the Call of Duty thing, we both agree that it made no sense to be speculating on something that we already have the official position of Microsoft that all of the Call of Duty, all of the Activision games Activision Blizzard, all of them are coming to Game Pass because that's the last official word that they gave us. And then when people were running with this, oh, they're not coming or they're not going to put this or whatever, we were like, okay, but what's the last official word? Let's go with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's not what happened. It's just Xbox negativity. Yeah, exactly, Vic. Like a countdown. Let's go. This guy gets it. It's marketing, bro. Vic also sent a super chat. Thank you so much. Says to a month drop till the new one comes out, like a countdown. Exactly. I think that would get people very hyped. Not just for Call of Duty, but for Xbox. Imagine like having guaranteed positive buzz or positive interaction of people around the Xbox brand. That's something Xbox hasn't had for a long while, in my opinion. There's always something coming from like a whole bunch of websites talking about is it still worth it, etc., etc. So, marketing wise, I think that's the best thing to do. But it's Xbox; they probably won't do the best thing. These guys still think it's 2017. All right, Hamothy,
What's up?
do you think Call of Duty will survive if they keep putting the games on Game Pass in terms of like sustainability and sales, player engagement, etc.? I say that because it is an angle people have been throwing out there.
I don't know where people get this crazy ass logic that it's not going to be sustainable. Like, yo, it's
financial
getting
analyst.
ported to Nintendo, somewhere where it's never really been since like what the original Wii.
That's true.
So it's just like, yo, they're grabbing a whole market that they haven't had for years, and they're able. Yo, people need to quit pocket watching. I feel like, sure, is it not getting as much sales as it possibly could if Xbox didn't put it in Game Pass? Sure. But like, it's fucking still raking. Like this game is gonna be raking like crazy, and then on top of it, we already know, it's crazy that a lot of people forgot this. But where does Activision get most of its money from when it comes to these Call of Duty games?
They get it from their monthly active users, so like the microtransactions and stuff like that.
Booyah! So the game sales are nice, but if people are saving money to spend more on microtransactions, possibly, while others on PlayStation, on Nintendo, on Steam are still having to buy it because they're like, I'm not going to Xbox no matter what. Sure. Stay over there. Because now you're spending full price. And Microsoft is not mad about that.
At all.
No. They're not. And like I said, they're reopening a market that was that was closed before with Nintendo when they come out with their next generation console, right? So that's revenue that they were not getting, like a pretty much like a closed off faucet that worked perfectly fine, and now it's being turned right back on. And Nintendo folks are gonna be like, hell yeah, why not? Especially on especially if it comes out to a new console, there's gonna be tons of people that want to try it because of that new, that you know, it's like that new car smell, right?
Yeah,
It's like, oh man,
and
I
it's
gotta
Nintendo,
see what this is about.
and the install base, dude. I'm sure there's a lot of people on Nintendo that have wanted to play Call of Duty, but just haven't been given a chance. And those guys are stubborn about their console. They don't want to go nowhere. I just want to respond to some people here in the chat. Gogo Paul asks me if I should be, yeah, says, come on, look, you should really be worried about Sony, and I'm not console worried. Gogo, first off, you didn't have to add the part about console worrying. You didn't have to add that part, because I know, like, a lot of people come to these conversations with like agendas, and their minds are already made up. They're not even trying to openly discuss with you, right? That's why, like, me and Ham really get along, because we disagree, but we're genuine about the points that we bring to the table. And if the other person dismantles the point, no one's going to continue arguing in bad faith, right? So about being worried about Sony, I'm not worried. I'm not worried, because the same way I'm not. Let me explain why. Call of Duty and Microsoft. I'm not worried for Microsoft. Although people talk about, oh no, people are not going to buy the game or whatever because it's on Game Pass. I'm not worried about Microsoft, because they're a software company, right? First and foremost, they're a software company. That's how they became $1 trillion company. And the COD is still going to be software that people are going to consume in the millions. So they'll be fine. Sony still has a platform. Although me and you, Gogo Paul, me, you, and Ham sit here, and I saw that messy ass post when you said that you finished Stellar Blade and now you're waiting for something in 2025. I saw that shit. That was not necessary. All right,
It was necessary. It was very necessary, because it's just like what I thought was interesting is, like, a lot of people were like listing off a ton of different games, and I'm just like,
I don't care.
Okay.
Ham, you still there? See, that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you shit on PlayStation. That's what happens. Anyways, Gogo Paul, to what I was saying before Ham disappeared. I'm not worried about Sony, because they still have games that interest. They still have games that interest the people that play on their machine. That's why their monthly active users are still super high. That's why it's going to continue to be high.
Why do you say that monthly active users are high?
Why do I say that?
No, yeah, I'm saying, why did you say their monthly active users are high?
Because they have games that interest the people that are on the platform.
Yeah, because it's free to play games.
Regardless, Sam, if you're playing on PlayStation and you're buying stuff on Genshin Impact or Fortnite or whatever, PlayStation is still making a cut of.
Oh, no one's saying they're not.
That dollar. Sure. Yeah, so I'm talking about specifically to the point that Gogo Paul made here about being worried about Sony. To Ham's point as well, I ain't pocket watching. These guys, from what I can see, from the limited knowledge that I have of how things are going at Sony, because I'm not like one of these guys that claims to be a financial analyst on Twitter, whatever, and I have all these insights. And no, that's not me. But from the little that I can glean from what's been happening at Sony, they're fine. They're going to be fine. It's not a problem. Until we see significant drops in their MAUs, it's just a barren period for first party games for hardcore gamers. And what are hardcore gamers, Gogo Paul? Hardcore gamers are less than 30% of the people that bring in revenue. I also wouldn't be catering to hardcore gamers if I own Sony, if I own PlayStation. I'm just being honest. I'd be catering to the majority of the people that bring me the money. And the people that bring me the money, they care about Call of Duty, they care about FIFA, they care about Madden, they care about Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. Sir X-Man with the super chat, thank you so much. Sir X-Man says, Loke not ready for pony hate for all Call of Duty in Game Pass. Yeah, and I can hear him chuckling already. I see these laughing emojis. I can already hear Sir X-Man laughing his ass off right now.
Did you check this out?
Well, have you ever been into COD? No, not really. Like I played 2 or 3 CODs in the 360 era, right? After Gears of War roped me in. But then I moved on. I stopped buying them. Yeah, you need to play it to get it. It's very addictive once you get into it. No other multiplayer has matched COD in over a decade since Modern Warfare. The COD devs knew their shit and know their shit. I have nothing like to say against that because all the numbers point to that. There's a reason why Jim Ryan, remember him? This was a meme for a couple of weeks. Jim Ryan said, "We won't survive if Call of Duty goes to Xbox Game Pass." He said that. It wasn't Chat GPT. It wasn't some AI. The actual face and leader of Sony PlayStation said that. So I know how to separate my personal preferences from just objectively great products. And I guess Call of Duty is a great product, even though I'm not a super fan. And yes, Sir X-Man, thank you for when you said not ready for pony hate for all COD. I'm assuming you're talking about other people. I'm glad you're not talking about me, because I've always been consistent about this, Ham. I'm not a big COD guy. So when I say I'm not really stressed about this, it's not me coping or seething as a PlayStation fan. It's just who I am personally. Yes,
man, I'm just excited for this showcase. It's gonna be nuts.
If they announce all the COD games, I will have lots of games to play until August.
They're gonna probably have more to show about Metaphor. They're probably gonna have a release date for Avowed. They might talk about one of these games that we haven't seen them talk about in a long time. I'm hoping it's a Wu-Tang game, Contraband, South of Midnight.
Ooh, yes, some gameplay for South of Midnight would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much. Like, there's just so many studios too, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm going into this thinking I'm going to see one thing, and I'm probably going to see a whole lot of what I didn't expect. And that's what has me excited, is because there's that possibility that they just showed me shit I didn't anticipate coming. Somebody said earlier, I don't remember who said it, but like they're talking about the Crash Bandicoot series of games coming, like backwards compatibility, or maybe they announce a new Crash. I doubt it, because Toys for Bob, I think Toys for Bob was doing that stuff though, so probably. But there's a thing though, because they were talking about still working with them closely, although they don't own them anymore.
Yeah.
So that's still interesting, right? And
this showcase is gonna be wild.
Like it's just gonna be crazy.
It's either going to be amazing or it's going to be one of those showcases where people are gonna take a huge dump on Xbox.
Nah, man. I think that's extremely. I feel like this year in particular, it's like hard. Like you have to go out of your way to fuck up. like way
Um,
out of your way. Like I'm saying,
that
like
kind of sounds like Xbox, though. No,
like one thing Xbox has been consistent with, and you can
is fucking up.
and you can say one thing Xbox has been consistent with, whether you appreciate it, like it or not,
Wow.
is a good showcase.
Oh yeah, they have owned the showcases for the last
So
maybe
that's what
2
I'm
years.
saying. Like, if they've always been good at showcases, imagine what they can do this year.
They've recently been good, not always. Settle down.
They've like since like the beginning of the Xbox One kind of era. Like I feel like the Xbox One era kind of had some dumpers in there for sure. But like if you take that out of there, they've had all fire showcases. There was just nothing to show for those showcases for a lot of the Xbox One years, you know? Other than like third party stuff and a few team projects that they had like with Insomniac and that they had with Remedy, and I mean they had some good stuff to show off, just nothing like it's not on the same caliber as it is now, if that makes sense.
Ham, we need to let's knock this out, because so X-Man's been wanting to get into this for a week now. So let's freaking do it. So X-Man, thank you for the super chat. It says Loke promised to talk about IGN merger today. You mind pulling that up on the I sent you the link on Discord. Let's address this and be done with it. Google poll, Loke sounds so mad. Wow. I'm not mad, dude. I'm just I feel sick, not from Call of Duty, but I'm actually sick. I have a flu. So X-Men with another super chat. It's every Call of Duty ever, thanks to Xbox back compat Gamepass fire emoji. Yeah. We all agree that eventually all of the Call of Duty games are coming to Gamepass. So it's just the order that we kind of disagree on. Sorry. All right. Let's get this show on the road. IGN Entertainment has acquired the Gamer Network family of digital brands for an undisclosed sum. Gamer Network's publications include GamesIndustry.biz, Eurogamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247, and Dicebreaker. The business also holds shares in Outside Xbox, Digital Foundry, and Hookshot, which operates Nintendo Life, Push Square, Pure Xbox, and Time Extension. IGN Entertainment is the division of Ziff Davis that includes IGN, Map Genie, How Long to Beat, and Humble Bundle. It has acquired the brands from PAX and New York Comic-Con organizer Reed Pop, which initially bought the Gamer Network business in 2018. Not included in the sale are UK-based events EGX or MCM or the digital brand Popverse. Ham, what are your thoughts on this acquisition?
You see who the article's written by?
Who is it written by? Hold on, let me see. It says here IGN stuff.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I don't understand. What are you trying to point to?
I just find it's just funny. IGN's reporting news about themselves, and like they can't even put a name on it. I just find that funny. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to go with on it. It just seems funny, and they're talking about all these other networks that are now them essentially. With and see, I still think some of these companies will still like be doing just their own thing in particular.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But in a outside looking in, and being the conspiracists that a lot of people seem to be, I expect nothing less than the people just to say they're IGN, fuck them. They all say the same stuff, especially when they don't agree with them. And I'm not mad at them for thinking that way, you know? It's hard to be mad at somebody that thinks that way, right? Because when you're under the same umbrella getting paid by the top, it's just always a weird look.
So I'm going to say this, and oh man, fuck.
And that's just to the people that don't see them as objective. And that would include myself a lot of the times. Like, I don't see them as completely objective all the time. So, I mean, they have a history of not being completely objective. So with that being said, I don't I mean, go on ahead, X. Go on ahead, look. Go ahead.
I hope no one clips this. I hope this is a safe space for us to just
It's not
discuss. To your point about conspiracy theories, Ham.
This is the internet and you're asking for your safety. That's a lot.
It's not much of a conspiracy theory. I would say it borders on just factual behavior, or predictable behavior, which is why people were concerned or are concerned. What happens in most companies is each department, right, works independently. So this is me making very big assumptions. I don't work for IGN, but this is me making big assumptions. What's probably going to happen is everyone's going to retain their individuality within the sub newspapers or sites or whatever. But when big hot button issues pop up, now you won't have diversity of opinion.
Right.
The next time there's like a Gamergate type situation, you are going to see a unified response. And although me, Ham, and a lot of people in the chat are going to take the time to look at
with
various...
IGN and our partner companies.
Although we will be more discerning with the news and check various sources and look at YouTube and whatever before we come to our own conclusions, many people only look up, like, maybe, for example, VGC, Rock Paper Shotgun, and IGN, for example. And many people will not be even aware of this news because this was not a leading topic at any point. Some people would be like, it would be okay to say that it felt a bit suppressed because of how it came out and quickly got moved along to the side. And you even look at the article itself. Forget who wrote it. Look at the actual body of this article. They gave us less than the bare minimum.
Yeah, it's like, they made it into 3 or 4. They made it into 4 paragraphs when it's like 2.
Yeah. And if you read it, like, there's no need for any investigative journalism here. It's just about giving the people the information. And there's almost nothing here. They did their best to not put anything there. So to your theory of, conspiracy theory, maybe this will make people like not be objective, Ham, what's going to happen is everything will be fine. But when there's a hot button issue, or if there's a game like The Last of Us 3 comes out, if The Last of Us 3 comes out, and don't forget, all of these sites have people who are accredited to vote not only on Metacritic, but also at the Game Awards. So you are now in a position where you can literally dictate that the next Last of Us 3, no matter what me and you are saying, no matter what Sir X-Man saying, no matter what anyone's saying on Twitter, because we're not the majority of gamers, no matter what we are saying, it's going to be a 9 out of 10. It's going to win all the awards, and that'll be the truth. It will be an amazing experience that changes the whole gaming landscape. And that's what's going to be peddled by everyone that matters in terms of the websites. And that's what the masses are going to go with, because the masses don't have the time or the interest to do the digging that we are going to do. So that's what I wanted to say about this specific. Actually, I didn't even want to say this about this specific topic. This is one of those topics. I remember when you were like, "Yo, this topic." I'm forgetting which one, but there was a topic a couple of months ago. You were like, "I don't want to touch this." This topic specifically, I'm going to be honest with you and everyone here in the chat. I was trying to run from this. I wasn't interested. I'm just being 1,000, because I didn't want to say what I just said, but I know myself. And if someone asked me this, whether live or not, I was going to say what I believe to be the truth, regardless of how it's going to end up for me, positive or negative. Do you want to add anything before we read Sexman's super chat here?
Apparently. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hypercharge. The action figure game comes out here in just a couple days. I'm excited to play that.
Oh,
I already prepaid for that. I forgot about it.
Looks like Army Man, right? Remember Army Man?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Army Man was the shit back in the day.
Oh my goodness.
Sarge's Heroes and shit. Like, I remember that game.
Sarge's voice. That was a great game.
It was tough.
Yep.
I mean that was the God. I don't remember his fucking name, and that makes me kind of angry right now. But who was the guy in Halo?
Which guy in Halo?
The sergeant in Halo, the black dude.
Oh,
brother.
With the mustache, right?
Yes.
I have no idea.
God damn it. I can't remember his name.
God damn.
That makes me mad. I'm gonna have to look that up right now.
Is it Avery Johnson?
It might be, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson. Yeah.
Nice. Good memory. Yeah. Sarge was Avery Johnson before Avery Johnson.
Yes.
He was that like loud and like he'd get you hyped, dude. That guy got you hyped.
Sarge got me to sit up straight while I was playing video games. So it is what it is. Sir X-Man with another super chat says, "Don't forget they had layoffs after the purchase." Yeah.
Ooh. Sir X-Man being messy as
hell. This guy. Ooh,
he's making sure you feel it today, Lo. he's like, I don't give a shit that you're sicking off camera, bitch.
Sit in it.
yeah. He said, sit in it, wallow in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he locked you in the room without a towel.
Pause, man. Pause. Yo, what the hell? In a post diddler world, man.
Mess.
No. Yeah, I saw that news about
We
the
have a
layoff.
pool. We have a pool place, a place that makes pools for you, like custom
Yeah,
pools. And the place is called Wet Dream.
that's a good name though. I'm just saying.
Like I was like, yo. Like I felt faded just reading it. I was like, no, ain't no way. I was like, ain't no way we doing this right now.
Dude, let me tell you something. Like I don't work in marketing, right? But the fact that these guys came up with a name that not only fits their purpose, but it's catchy to the point that Ham talking about video games on a random Tuesday is bringing them up. That says everything you need to know.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
That's a good.
You know,
That was,
you know what? I'm proud to market them
yeah,
because that is just that's something.
yeah.
I mean, that's something.
Wet Dreams. That's a good name. That's a good name. Real quick, Sour Blow. I will say this for the 1000th time. I don't have a fixed contract with IGN. All right,
It's temporary.
it's not. Oh my god.
He's laid off right now. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Oh my
He got laid off. He's one of the recipients that got laid off.
That's fucked up, man. That's messed up.
Hey,
Yo,
do you work for them right now?
right now, no. Right now,
But you've
no.
applied to work with them before, right?
Yes. Yeah, I've applied. I've
Some
never.
would say
I've
you
never.
are not working there, but you worked there. So that would, like, a lot of people would interpret that as
That'll make them my people.
laid off.
Oh my lord.
And if you're really now claiming that, hey man, I ain't working there, that's mighty recent that you're really proud about saying that. Like,
No.
are you
that's
really
not-
proud, or are you just dealing with
Oh.
some pain?
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I might have to return my car. Okay. My big IGN check is gone. Fuck.
Say goodbye to the Rover and hello to the Blazer.
Yo, Blazers are nice cars. One of my brothers has my cousins. One of my cousins has a Blazer. Those are nice cars.
What year?
Fuck, I'd be lying, man. I don't know what year it is. I know it's
New?
a Blazer.
Old.
Old. It's one of the older
I'm
ones.
wondering if it's like a S10 Blazer.
Like it's old, but not like old. You know what I mean? Like it's still it's got like electric windows and seat warmers and stuff.
Well,
It's
come
old.
on, man. Yeah, the S10 version had that. I'm not talking about a fucking old Bronco.
Yeah, like it's not from like the 80s or the 90s. If I was to guess,
Oh, it's
I
not
would,
from the 90s. Okay, so it's probably like the Envoy.
probably. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
The
know what
GMC Envoy. If you look that up, it
Hold
probably
on.
looks like that.
Hold on. Let me
I
Google
wouldn't be
that very
surprised.
quickly. GMC Envoy. What year?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it was
Just go like
big one.
2005 or 2010.
Okay. The search said 2010. Yeah, it's something like it's a bit more modern than this.
Okay, so it's just a newer version. Got it.
Yeah, it's a bit more modern than, but it's not a GMC though. I know it's a Blazer. I know because we make fun of him when he goes into the car because we studied in Zimbabwe, right? And we call our
Is that what we're
jackets
calling El Paso now?
we call our jackets blazers. You guys call them jackets or
No,
coats.
we
I
call
don't-
them Blazers too. People call them Blazers over here too.
Oh, okay. Well, we make fun of him. Like,
Don't think that you use English better than us, motherfucker. You don't.
we do though.
You don't.
We do.
We have multiple types of English. Y'all got one.
The one that counts. The fuck are we talking
We
about?
understand all types of English. Y'all motherfuckers don't.
Dude, oh, we have all types of iPhones. These guys on the other hand have the actual iPhone. It's like, okay, you got a bunch of knockoff iPhones and
I don't know what you're proving right there, Luke. But it doesn't sound very good.
it doesn't really. Whatever it is that's going on over there, it doesn't sound very good. That's true. I agree. Thank you so much for the super chat. So X-Man says when Xbox had layoffs, how Loke was. I went for the neck. Sir X-Man.
I'm ready for the next topic.
But okay, yeah. I'm just because clearly, like, he really wants to get into this, and like the main reason me and you are here, Ham, unless that's changed, but I believe it hasn't changed. The main reason me and you are here is because we want to do what it says on the channel name, right? They said, then we said, right? So the reason I was miffed about the Xbox layoffs, and I don't really care about the IGN layoffs, Sir X-Man, is actual developers lost jobs. The people that make the whole thing work lost jobs. I'm going to be 1,000,000% honest here. I don't care about journalists or bloggers losing their jobs, even if I'm one of them, because the medium itself is parasitic in nature. No journalist has ever created anything, and I'm including Pulitzer Prize winners, everything. They've never created anything. The whole medium is about looking and judging what people are doing. The people that report on the NFL, most of them have never thrown a ball in their lives in the NFL. They've never taken a tackle in the NFL. Most of the people writing about video games have never developed a single line of code. I don't care. You're not integral to the function of this industry. You could eliminate every journalist from the gaming industry right now. Right now, everyone could be jobless. Nothing would happen. The games would still get made. They'd still come out. They'd still sell. So, Sir X-Man, that's why I really didn't care about the IGN layoffs, and I probably will never care about journalist layoffs unless it's like some ethical situation, right? Like Jason Schreier reports something, and then Xbox hates it, and then they get him fired from Bloomberg, for example. Like, I would be miffed about that, but in general, I'm not like, I don't care, dog. It's fine. Do we have another? Okay, we have another super chat. Sour Blow, thank you so much. Help toward finding Loke a new job. Ham, this is my last point on this topic. Then we can move on. I would very much love to one day have a job that it is around gaming, talking about gaming, whether it's on TSWS because we have enough people sending money on a regular basis, or whether it's me working at some other publication or on the Lords of Gaming and whatever. I would love it. It would be a dream of mine. Yeah, it would be a dream of mine. So thank you so much for the positive energy, Sour Blow. But I also have to be honest with you. I hope the Celtics lose in the final, regardless of who they face. Moving on.
Damn, you didn't have to say that.
I said it. Ham, you skipped here. You skipped the topic here.
Oh, what? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been having some issues with my browser just today because I didn't usually I restart my computer before I go live because of stuff like this, and I didn't do it this time, and it's reminding me why I do that.
Gogo Poe, 100%. I hope the Mavs sweep the Celtics. That's what I hope happens. Sunrash, maybe GameStop. I don't know, man. Like Sunrash, I could give you some of my experiences with GameStop. I can't share anything right now live, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, it wasn't for Ham. I would be asking for a refund. That's why the Raiders will never. All right, Sour Blow. Parents and victims of Uvalde school shooting sue Activision. So this is a heavy topic coming to us from gamesindustry.biz. This is one of the websites that's been acquired by IGN. So here's a good example of how the acquisition of the IGN acquisition is not going to affect the other websites directly. This is not the type of topic that you would see on IGN. Agreed, Ham?
I guess.
So let's get into the topic. As reported by the New York Times, dual lawsuits were filed in California and Texas last Friday, which marked the second anniversary of the shooting, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed by an 18-year-old gunman. Instagram and its parent company Meta were also involved in the suit, in addition to the gun manufacturer Daniel Defense for their alleged role in grooming the teenager into becoming a shooter. Activision was described as being the most prolific and effective marketer of assault weapons in the United States, referring to alleged gun product placement in the Call of Duty games. The suit claimed that within a week of the gunman downloading Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2020,
within a week,
he bought a gun.
I mean, this situation isn't funny, but I'm just like that is wild. Go ahead.
He bought a gun within a week of downloading Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2021. He bought a gun that had been featured in the game and used in promotional material. A spokesperson for Activision via CBS News said the following: the Uvalde shooting was horrendous and heartbreaking in every way, and we express our deepest sympathies to the families and communities who remain impacted by this senseless act of violence. Millions of people around the world enjoy video games without turning to horrific acts. We're saddened. The ESA also issued a statement in which the organization said the claims of the lawsuit were baseless. We are saddened and outraged by senseless acts of violence. At the same time, we discourage baseless accusations linking these tragedies to video gameplay, which detract from efforts to focus on the root issues in question and safeguard against future tragedies. Many other countries have similar rates of video gameplay to the United States, yet do not see similar rates of gun violence. It's about to get political, but let me get the super chat before we get into it. Vic, thank you so much. Says, I was going to feel bad about you getting laid off, but fuck that. You spoke bad about the Celtics, and fuck IGN. COD is not to blame for that. Vic, help a brother out. Send me links to these jobs in gaming. Send me links, especially jobs that have nothing to do with like experience with developing games. Ham, you have anything you want to add to Vic's or respond to Vic's super chat?
Wow. I mean,
He said it with
mad
his chest.
disrespectful. I appreciate it though. Keep the disrespect going.
God damn, they won't hire a hater. Lord in heaven. All right. Hamothy, on the topic with the Uvalde shooter.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Man, people suck. Like, they really suck. And like, people's need to like blame, like in my opinion, I almost feel like anything is to blame today but the person.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying to me. And it's just like stop saying, oh, it was Modern Warfare that did it to me. No, it's because you're fucking nuts. It had nothing to do with Modern Warfare. Like, plenty of people play Modern Warfare and they're fine, right?
Yep.
And it's just like in anything can be unhealthy as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you are, and I'd say like you're outside of the realm of a gamer at that point. You're more of on the level of fetish, right? So it's just like no, I'm dead serious. Like I'm not trying to say like freaky fetish type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like
you obsession
have a fetish or exactly, or some type of obsession with negativity, and this was the last thing that brought you to your next horrible act, right? So it's almost like, sure, you can say, oh man, this is part of the reason, right? But I don't think you can look and tell the people that create the game or whatnot that they're wrong for creating such thing or whatnot. Or like, because there's plenty of books out there, there's plenty of TV shows out there, there's YouTube that you could just flat out go to, there's the internet that's around all the time for anybody to use anywhere. So it's just like you can gather wild ass ideas from anywhere if you want to, and that's just like media, right? You could go to different neighborhoods around the city, the state, the country, the province, the territory, the continent, whatever, and pick up on different habits or different norms from anywhere and pick up on something that is just fucking weird, right? Like there's like you can go to YouTube right now and type in weird fetishes and see what the fuck some people are into, and it's just nuts, right? So it's just
it's your fault for looking for it, looking for it.
Like are we I found it weird that like people were blaming like the only thing like remember the whole Tide Pod thing?
No, I don't remember that. Well, break it down quickly.
There was like a whole Tide Pod thing where there was like a Tide Pod challenge where there was kids that were like biting into Tide Pods.
What are Tide Pods?
It's a detergent like little packet that dissolves when you put it in the washer machine.
Oh my god.
Right.
That's disgusting.
exactly. And TikTok have like some sort of Tide Pod challenge, right? Where
Ew.
people were like biting into Tide Pods and whatnot, and then like spitting it out and whatever. Should Tide shut down because people are dumb? Like you're chewing detergent.
You're not raising your kids to
You're
use
chewing
discernment.
detergent. Like that's not on Tide.
Ham. If you the next time you have a car accident, I need you to sue your car manufacturer, even though you were the one driving and you were drunk, or you were on the phone, or you did whatever. It's not your fault. It's now the fault of the car manufacturer. That's where we're going. This whole thing, I'm sorry, Ham. I'm sorry. This is probably gonna piss you off, but this whole thing, it just screams USA. It really does. It seems like you guys don't have mirrors in your country. You guys don't know how to self-analyze and self-correct or even self-improve. It's toxic to self-improve in the US. It's considered a bad thing to look at your flaws and try to correct them. I'm not shocked at all, but I also think that these parents have no chance of winning. They have no chance of winning this lawsuit. It's wild.
My whole idea is like not exactly what you said, but I see what you're saying. My whole thing is like the society here in America, as a person that lives here, like it seems like that 15 seconds of fame is like to die for.
Yeah.
And it's like really kind of weird. Like to me, it's all right if you want to voice your opinion, go out there. Even if you want to do something that's a little extra, sure. Like you want to go jump off the side of a cliff and have a fucking parachute or whatnot, have at it. Like that doesn't bother me. And like as long as you're not blaming the city on what you just did, I don't really care or whatnot. But it's just like it's these things that are weird to me. That like somebody does dumb thing. They don't own up to why they actually did it. They use something else as a reason or a causation behind it. When it's just like I don't know, like anybody could just read this like briefly and just be like, that person needs help. They don't need fucking like this has nothing to do with Call of Duty. They just fucking need help. That person needs fucking like I don't see what the video game company can do about this situation.
Yeah. Based off of this, like if we now live in a society where we can now blame video game companies for people's actions, like people that decided to get their shit together, right? In their personal lives after playing Elden Ring or any of these Dark Souls games and achieving something in the virtual world, and then being like, no, I want to achieve something in the real world now because I've learned about the cycle of effort, failure, success, right? Now, it's not just the $60 that we owe from software. Now we have to be paying these motherfuckers for also helping us with whatever issues that the games also help us in the real world. It's insane. We need to start separating things. Serix, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Loke just hate the Celtics. That Celtics wear green like Xbox. Ham, are you buying?
Have it. That makes sense.
Hate the Celtics because of the green. Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
I'm a Laker fan. Why are we
The
acting? Why are we
Lakers used
pretending?
to be blue.
That's true.
They used to be
The
white and blue.
The Minneapolis. Oh my lord, Ham. God damn.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh man. Oof. Yeah. You know what, Sir X-Man? You might have stumbled into that one. Ham helped you finish it off, but you might have stumbled into that one. They don't blame the movies for all the violence. Yes, exactly, Sir X-Man. Exactly. They don't blame the movies. It's Call of Duty is just the biggest scapegoat available for the 15 minutes of fame, like Ham said.
Yeah. You guys just wait until Grand Theft Auto comes out.
Oh my god. Then everything is to blame. Everything is Grand Theft Auto's fault.
Like Florida, like just the state of Florida might go insane.
Yeah.
Just that state alone.
Vic, the motherfucking click. Thank you so much for the super chat. $5 says, "Look, I feel you. Damn Americans are so toxic. I'm just living here for the dollar bill and Whoa. I don't even got papers. Vic, what?
Yo.
Do not be doxing yourself on YouTube for free.
Exposed.
God damn it, Vic.
Exposed.
Like, part of me is proud, Ham, because people are like comfortable enough to tell us stuff like this. But geez, man, keep that to yourself, bro. Don't even got papers. That's wild.
I know, sitting there with the Diddy sticker. Just looking all sorts of suspicious.
All sorts of suspicion. That's true. Sound blow. Society has become soft. My dad was my biggest bully. By the time anyone tried to bully me at school, that had no effect on me. I understand bullying isn't right, but a little toughness isn't bad. Sour blow. And this one's probably going to hurt as well. I feel like I'm really going for the neck in America today. I'm very sorry. I don't hate the US. But to this comment, I just want to correct you, Sour Blow. Society has not gone soft. American and Western society has gone soft. And the usual suspects, they can see and they're taking advantage. That's all I'm going to say on that subject. Ham, are you good on this whole Uvalde thing, or do you want to keep going?
I don't care.
All right. Accountability seems to be non-existent. Yeah. But exactly, John, you can't be accountable to yourself if you are afraid of facing the hard parts of life. This speaks to Sour Blow's point about the West becoming soft. Accountability is a tough thing. For you to look at yourself and be honest with yourself, it's a tough thing. It's even tougher to take action after being accountable. Vic, with another super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Says I only do green super chat because it matches my green. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
All right. You're inspired today, Vic. That's actually a good comeback. That's a good one. All right, so let's move on from the whole Uvalde thing. Next we have Doom. The next Doom game will be titled Doom: The Dark Ages and revealed at Xbox Games Showcase. Report claim. So this is not official. It's one of them leaks that I would like to reiterate. I wish someone would leak Xbox's monetization situation with Gamepass in terms of investment versus the profits that they're making. But let's read the article from the PC Gamer. The next Doom game will be titled Doom: The Dark Ages and revealed at the Xbox Showcase in June, according to a new report. The report, which is from Insider Gaming and is unconfirmed, claims this new Doom game has been in development for 4 years and will be set in a medieval inspired Doom world. That's pretty much it as far as the game's concerned. The rest is a bunch of quotes, etc. Ham, if this is the setting, what are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are you interested?
What'd you say the setting was?
Medieval inspired Doom world.
All right. Yeah. I'm not really a huge fan of medieval. I'm also not like huge into Doom either. Like Doom is cool, but it's just like I'll give it a shot. It's enjoyable for a little bit, but I don't play it like that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Doom. Which one was it? 2016.
2016. Yeah, a lot of people like 2016.
Yeah, I thought 2016. I still think it's one of the best games of all time. It's amazing. I still haven't played Eternal. I don't really have an opinion on it, but it's more Doom, I guess. So it should be great. As far as the Dark Ages is concerned, I'm curious about how they're going to implement shooting in medieval. Like, will it still be good? You know what I mean?
Well, it's the way it looks. I don't feel like it's really all just medieval like weaponry and stuff like that.
I hope so. I hope not, because if we're talking about just looks, then I'm down for it. Can you imagine the Doom Slayer's armor, but instead of the usual armor, it's like the knight's armor with like some demonic stuff on it.
I still think it'll be like even if they go styled, it'll still be like big explosion weapons and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like you're running around with a bow and arrow or something. Like that.
Crossbow or some shit. That's
it might be a crossbow, but it'll be like an explosive one.
Yes, Fark, welcome in. The chat has been terrorizing me, but a good change of pace. Ham has actually gone at the chat a couple of times today. That was fun. That was fun to watch. So, Ham, have you played Doom Eternal or only?
Yeah, I played some Doom Eternal. I don't have very much time on it at all. I just suck at it. Like, I'm just like I don't know what it is. I just never been good at Doom games.
Not even 2016.
I've never tried 2016.
Yo, Doom 2016. It's amazing. It's a great game.
Like I've always kind of just worked around Doom games. Yeah. Like I've seen everybody excited for him. I'm like, yeah, good for you. And then I go do something else.
I really enjoyed Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal is in my backlog, and it's very high on the list. It's one of those games that I'm probably going to get done before September. When
you juggling your microphone?
Sorry, no, just moving it around.
Well, I can hear every move.
My bad. I was saying, Doom Eternal is one of the games that I'm looking forward to playing and attacking in my backlog eventually, because I really enjoyed 2016, and as we discussed earlier on in the show, we've got some time until the next big releases come out. So, as far as the Dark Ages is concerned, I'm just concerned about the release. How it's going to play. I'm not sure if it's going to fit the era, because Doom is mostly projectile based, and medieval is mostly melee. So,
if they made a more melee version of Doom, I might be a little bit more interested in it.
Is it still Doom though? Because Doom does have a lot of melee in it, but you can make it 100% just projectile if you want.
Right. I mean, if they have the glory kills, yeah, it is.
Oh my god, Vic. What the hell? You're gonna get me cancelled. Yeah. Alright. Doom Dark Ages apparently rumored to be getting a release or an update. Ooh, yes, that would be awesome. Sourblue said id Software should make a Scorpion game. Ham? That a first-person Scorpion game made by id Software. I would play that. Like those guys, I think they would be able to do it justice.
Speaking of just that genre, I guess that you're talking about. Did you see this? Let me put it on screen real quick. I'm just getting this shit out of the way.
Well, Xbox reaches agreement with Batman Arkham Trilogy created. Son of a bitch. Son of a mud. Oh. You know what, Ham? It's Xbox. They'll find a way to fuck it up.
There you go with that pony talk. There it is. There it is. There it is.
They'll fuck it up. Man. You know they're gonna fuck it up.
There it is. There's that nay. I've been waiting for that nay.
Sony Santa Monica get acquired by
sick.
Sony Santa Monica could get acquired by Xbox tomorrow. It could get acquired by Xbox tomorrow, and then God of War, the next God of War, could be exclusive to Xbox, and they will find a way to fuck it up. Either it won't get released, or it'll come out buggy, or they'll figure out a way to mess it up. So, at first, the first move is definitely panic. I don't give a fuck. The chat's talking about stop woofing around. I don't care. The first instinct. My first instinct, Ham, is definitely, oh damn, Xbox is gonna.
I'm leaving that on the screen. I gotta star that one. Like
it's cool.
That is great.
Stanley says COD isn't messed up. Not yet, it isn't. Not yet.
Ooh,
so
I had to screen capture that one. That was fire. that made my day.
Not yet, Stan.
Stop goofing around.
Vic, I appreciate all the ponies you put up here. Thank you so much.
Fucking amazing. Good job.
The ponies are scared. Are so scared right now. So again, Stanley, maybe I'm coping, Ham. Maybe I'm coping, but be objective with me, Ham. If we're looking at Xbox's average, right? We're talking about their batting average when it comes to game releases. This is something that on face value, oh damn, Xbox is about to drop banger after banger. But after you look at their batting average, it's like, oh, this is not going to end well. Am I capping?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh my lord.
I was too busy dealing with this screen capture.
Oh my lord, Vic, that's messed up. That is messed up. You guys need to you guys need to decide what you want. All right, either IGN is a pony barn or it's not. One of the two, bruv. One of the two. So, because if I got laid off because of negative Xbox stuff, clearly IGN is not a pony barn, and we can never speak about IGN being biased towards PlayStation. Yes, Vic? Are you ready to stand on that? John, it's okay. All right. So are you serious? You think I'm just being a pony right now by saying that Xbox is gonna fuck it up?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like without a doubt. I mean, it's just no. I mean, you got no faith. You got absolutely no faith, as in as if they haven't came out with a good game, or like
Senua just came out. That's
as if
pretty good.
As
game.
if we're as if we're all not sitting here excited for Stalker 2.
Forget Stalker 2. Senua, a game that has actually come out, because we don't know if Stalker 2 is going to come out broken or whatever. Senua that just came out. It's a very good game. It's a very good game.
So you over here, you know.
Yeah, but
you know, you're doing some of that.
If we're going to be objective about like Xbox's average releases, like if they release 10 games, I guess maybe we need to do some light reading on that, and then maybe we can revisit this on Friday. But I would posit that if you look at the last 10 games that Xbox released that were first party, I would posit 50%, more than 50% were duds. At release, at least. That's what I would say. So based off of that betting average, I don't like the odds for 100 star. That's just me.
What was that, Nancy?
Nancy?
Yeah.
You calling me Nancy?
Yeah, negative Nancy.
Oh, okay. Or maybe Lousy Loke? No?
No, just Nancy.
All right. Xbox this generation has done better with the third party. Oh yeah, definitely. Third party is night and day compared to the Xbox One generation. Don't you think,
What's that?
Like the third party deals that Xbox has been doing this gen.
Oh, it's been a lot better. I mean, for sure. I mean, but Gamepass is a big reason behind that. Obviously.
Yes. Again, John 907i, Hi-Fi Rush and COD is definitely bangers. But like I said, just try it. We can't do it now because we're already over the time limit and we still have more news to cover. But objectively check all the last 10 first party games that Xbox released. I'm sure 6 of the 10 are duds. Just check. Is a Karen? Oh my god, Sunrash. I'm sorry. Hamothy,
what's up?
Are you now convinced that 100 Star is going to deliver bangers for Xbox?
It could. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you definitely could. Definitely could. But what do you think is going to happen?
Okay, so I mean, it's hard to say without seeing what their game even is yet. I mean, it says right there 100-person AAA games. So we're thinking something on like possibly the same level of like a Ninja Theory. I just don't know what to expect. I mean, could
Spawn?
Could they be responsible for maybe doing more or doing a Marvel type game, a smaller Marvel game, or smaller DC type of game, or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, the smart play.
That would be interesting.
The smart play would be for Xbox to take the gameplay of the Arkham trilogy and use it on their own IP, whether it's a new IP or an old IP. You know, or take these guys and make them do. Remember that game, the Activision game? I'm forgetting the name of that dude Mercer something, where he had like some alien powers or some shit. He'd be jumping around the city, and then there was a sequel where it was a black dude who was the protagonist. Do you remember it?
No.
Ah, dude. Now my mind. Prototype. There we go. That's the one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry. I'm focused on something that I probably shouldn't be focused on right now.
All right.
Can you remember? You don't want to know. I'll tell you that.
It's about me being a pony.
I mean, maybe.
All right. Anyway, Ham, can I steal you away from me, man? Imagine these guys doing prototype or the next prototype.
Okay. And that would be fire. Can't lie.
You sound very preoccupied right now, Ham. I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna leave you to it for a minute. Respond to some comments here. John 907 says Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush were ass, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, John. I don't know. Like, no, you're objectively wrong. You're objectively wrong, right?
I'm just Hi-Fi Rush, fun, Loke.
Hi-Fi Rush day one.
Fun.
Oh my goodness! Can you move the head higher? Give me a neck, please. At least. Oh my god!
I think it looks pretty good. It looks just like you.
Okay. This is why you're not even paying attention to the show, Ham. This is some very low effort stuff here, man. You can do better than this, Ham.
I could if I was working on it longer, but that's like what I got in like the last 3 minutes.
Oh god. Sour Blow says glasses. Glasses are missing. Anyways, going back to John, Sea of Thieves probably wasn't a banger day one, but it's turned into a monstrously good game. Hi-Fi Rush day one was a banger. So I don't know what you're talking about by saying they were ass. Sour Blow says Destruction All-Star, KOTOR, Abandoned, Forspoken, etc. Yes. You know what the difference between Xbox and PlayStation is, Sour Blow? And I'll use an NBA analogy. The Celtics can make a couple of bad draft picks right now. They're good. They're going to the NBA Finals right now. It's cool. So PlayStation is the Celtics and Xbox is the Lakers. They need good trades. They need good draft picks. Whereas the Celtics just need to keep on chugging along. Vic says, same long as head 2, looks just like you. I love it, Picasso. All right. This is happening live. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Well, since we're doing it, at least give me like a freaking unicorn horn. Come on. I look like a donkey. I don't even look like a pony.
You look like a donkey?
I do. I look like an ass. Yo's pony's full of shit, bro. Okay. I'm a pony, but where's my where is my unicorn horn? Where is it? When those games were released on Xbox, Pony said they were ass. I didn't say they were ass. Ham's right here. I beat Hi-Fi Rush in 2 days. And that's because I had work. Otherwise, I would have beaten it as soon as it came out. That shit was fire, dog. I still remember when I came on the show and I was like, dude, why is the completion percentage for Hi-Fi Rush at 4%? It's such a short game. But I think it's still there right now. So you admitted the Celtics are top tier team. Let's go Celtics. I have never denied that the Celtics are a top tier team. I've never said that. I just actively root for their demise. That's all. Oh, oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Make sure you angle it correctly. There we go. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll do. That'll do. I should put that as a profile pic, but I won't. I won't.
There you go.
Gogo says nice pics. Lol. All right. All right. You're having too much fun with this. Get it off the screen. Let's move on to the next topic. This guy. All this because freaking Xbox acquired a studio that's ran mostly by the Rocksteady guys that made the Arkham trilogy. Settle down. Let's see some trailers. Let's see some gameplay, Ham, before we get emotional. Aren't you the one? Actually, you know what, Ham? I'm about to call you out. Ham, aren't you the one a couple of weeks ago? God damn it, Ham! Don't do it. Don't, Ham. Don't be like this, Ham. Come on, Ham. Dude, I thought we was friends. What's this? What are you doing? Ah.
There we go. Now we're done. Here, let me make this better.
Oh my God, Ham. Look at what people are saying in the chat. Jeez.
There we go. Now it's like he's really right behind you.
Dude, it doesn't look like he's behind me. It looks like he's riding me. What is wrong with you?
There you go. There you go. I hooked you up, homie. Your ride has officially been pimped.
Except this time I'm the ride. Oh, Salblo says that romantic music too.
Oh yeah, we should probably change the jams. We should.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Fuck, why did you already change your profile picture to this blasphemy on the screen?
Yeah. It's just like, what's happening in here? What's happening in this room? Right now.
The next PlayStation game. Oh my God. All right.
You just wait. Right. You just wait for that sax to come in, and then you'll feel right at home. All right.
I would like to move on to another topic now.
I mean, we are on the topic, or the topic's on you.
Oh my Lord. Pony exposed himself. Okay. Next topic comes from VG247. This is one of the sites that also has been acquired by IGN. Says here the Nier Automata anime is finally coming back this July, a whole year after its production issue plagued first part finished. Did you even know that Nier Automata had an anime?
No, I didn't. Well, that's new to me. That's new.
This is news to me.
Like, here, we need to be able to enjoy both things at once. I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to do that for us.
What are you talking about right now?
I'm just trying to make it so we can enjoy both things at once.
Oh fuck! There is an anime. All right, let me add this to my watch list. God damn, I didn't even know that there was a Nier Automata anime. What's happening here? This is wild. Blind says, "Hey yo, what did I just start watching?" Blind, this is TSWS Gaming committing seppuku live. That's what's happening right now. Why the long face? All right, you think you got jokes? You think you got jokes?
Oh, that's great. That is fantastic.
All right, so I guess we're skipping right over the Neo Automata news.
No. I'm putting it up on the screen for you.
You just don't want to remove the diddler stuff.
I just want to keep it honest for you.
All right, so last year saw the arrival of Nier Automata anime, a series obviously highly anticipated by fans of the series, but one that suffered from serious production issues. It started airing in January, but the 4th episode was delayed by almost an entire month for COVID-related reasons. And then episodes 9 to 12 were delayed from March all the way to July again. Again, because of COVID, it was a rough go for the anime, but this coming July, we'll see the return of the series with a second season. The first trailer for Nier Automata version 1.18 dropped earlier today, offering a look at the upcoming season, which you can check out below. Hamidi, do you mind playing the...
Hold on, I gotta refresh my page. I'll be right back because my whole thing is fucked up.
That's what happens. That's what you get, Ham. That's what you get.
It's all good.
All right. Anyways, I'll share I'll play the trailer for anyone interested. I had no idea this was even
I just said if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right.
All right, hold on. Just let me finish playing the trailer for this second season. Animation project. Maybe this will help me fall in love with the story more for Nier Automata, because I didn't even get it. I'll be 1,000% honest. Ooh, the hallway. I still remember that hallway. I'm kind of surprised that I wasn't aware of this anime, because I do watch a lot of anime and I play video games, but for some reason I had no idea that Nier had a freaking anime out. Oh yeah, this looks good. It looks well made.
It does look pretty good. There we go. There we go.
The good thing about catching up on anime like this is that, like, the second season's coming out, so I'm not as grief-stricken as the people that already have watched this anime, because I haven't seen it again. So it's still kind of fresh, kind of new for me. Oh, come on, Ham.
I'm just trying to serve the audience. I'm giving them what they want.
John says more pony shit. Yo, John, when you came in here, we were buddies. What's going on, bro? What happened?
Let them know.
Did you guys hear that a small... I didn't know this. Did you hear this, Ham? That a small studio is making Elden Ring anime.
I heard about that.
Damn. I must really suck. Jeez. Oh, it's 4 days ago. All right. I thought it was like months old.
No. Yeah, I just heard about that like yesterday.
Okay. So anyway, Nier Automata, are you excited to watch the first season and then watch the second, or are you good?
Sure. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not much of an anime guy, right?
I like anime. I'm just not really that big in Nier Automata like that. Like I'm not shilling for that.
Did you
Like-
did you finish it?
Nope. I played it, didn't finish it.
That's sad.
It's not
So-
that it wasn't bad. I had a good time with it. I just
It didn't click for you.
wasn't something. Yeah, it didn't click. I think that's the best
It's
way to
fine.
put it.
It's
It
fine.
could in the future, though. You know, I've had games not click for like 2 generations,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they come out with a new version of it, and I'm like, oh, this is hot, and then I go play the old ones, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
kinda like-
yeah.
It's kind of like what I said about
Fallout.
How I played Starfield, and then I went back and played Fallout, and I'm like, oh shit, like wow.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. The whole engine makes sense. All right.
I'll stop it.
Last topic of the day. Gamers are becoming less interested in games with deep strategy. Study finds. So, the report from Quantic Foundry collected 9 years of data from the researcher's own game motivation profile tool, which tracks how appealing different aspects of games are to different people. Categories include destruction, excitement, competition, community, challenge, strategy, completion, power, fantasy, story, discovery, and design. Quantic Foundry looked back on what's motivated gamers across the years and found all of these have remained relatively consistent except one: strategy. So this is the quote: gamers who score high on this component enjoy games that require careful decision making and planning. They like to think through their options and likely outcomes. These may be decisions related to balancing resources and competing goals, managing foreign diplomacy, or finding optimal long-term strategies. They tend to enjoy both the tactical combat in games like XCOM or Fire Emblem, as well as seeing their carefully devised plans come to fruition in games like Civilization, City Skylines, or Europa
I love City
Universalis. So does one of my brothers, actually. But across its
Fun
1.
game.
Across its 1.7 million surveys, so there's a lot of people. Quantic
I don't
Foundry,
play it a lot though. I
No?
don't play it a lot. I don't play it a lot.
just
But
binge
I
it.
really, but like when I play it, it's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. You binge it.
Yeah, exactly, I do.
You won't
I
play
really
it-
do binge it.
You won't play it for like 6 months, and then you'll play it for a week non-stop.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
It'll be like what I think about when like I look at my controller.
Yeah. But across its 1.7 million surveys, Quantic found that 2/3 of the strategy fans worldwide, except China, where gamers have a very different gaming motivation profile, have lost interest in this element of video games. 67% of gamers today care less about strategic thinking and planning when playing games than the average gamer back in June 2015. When we looked, so this is a quote from Quantic Foundry. When we looked for long-term trends across the 12 motivations, we found that many motivations were stable or experienced minor deviations over the last 9 years. Strategy was the clear exception. It had substantially declined over the past 9 years, and the magnitude of this change was more than twice the size of the next largest change. The trend was analyzed but Quantic Foundry couldn't find any distinct separations between, for example, men and women or gamers based in or out of the US. It was likened to other trends related to decrease in attention span, like shorter YouTube videos now generating more views than shorter lengths of time between cuts in films. But Quantic Foundry admitted it's difficult to pin down cause and effect, and said there's a lack of evidence to solely blame social media, as many do. So, Hamothy, thoughts on people not being interested in strategy as a whole? Ugh.
I think it has a lot to do with what we're seeing, and I'm gonna refer to an like it wasn't an article, but it was a Twitter thread.
Mhm.
Turn this shit down, Jesus Christ. Let me go to it real quick. I'll throw it on the screen here in just a moment. It's a really long Twitter thread, and there's no way I'm gonna sit here and read it because we'd have to disseminate it for like
Another
it'd be
hour.
another like not an hour. It's like 2 hours.
What?
Yes.
Jeez.
So it was what this person named Jacob Novak Navak or something like that posted. He just had like a thread. He said a thread on the recent Square Enix news regarding Final Fantasy sales numbers and expectations, and he was talking about all this different stuff within it, which you can read it for yourself. You see this thread; it's fucking.
And that's just him.
And this is just him, and this is just this thread. You click this one right here, and then there's all this that he wrote as well.
Oh my goodness.
So like that's why I'm saying like I'm not finna go through all of that.
I got time for that.
We don't have time for that, even though this would have been a really fun thing to go through because I read this whole thing and it's like pretty interesting.
We could
Like
look at
that.
that on the Thursdays. Like bookmark that because it seemed like a topic that will be relevant even 2 or 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, it'll stay relevant. So it's yeah. I'll save it. It's on my profile. But he talks a lot about like free to play games and how much they kind of take away from other genres and types of games, and that play style in which people can kind of find what's really worth it for them is even more strategic now than it was prior, because prior it was like you had to like people want to blame Game Pass for being bad for gaming or whatever, and like, oh, people paying for games and whatever. The real culprit is free to play games.
Yes.
Free to play games are taking away the casual market to where they don't have to pay for shit, but when they do pay for it, it's just like a little here, a little there. It's never like $70 drop.
Yep.
Like 120 for the fucking like certain edition and whatnot. Those are like enthusiasts that like pay for that type of stuff and whatnot. So like these kids and whatnot, especially nowadays, like not only are they like looking not only are they like looking towards like Roblox and whatnot, but like we have even adults out here that are like, they're like, Warframe is good enough for them. They're fine with that. Smite, great. I'll play Smite all the time. Warzone, that's Call of Duty free. Like, you know, like people are already getting their fix. And so when the game actually comes out, they're like, this better be a 10 or I'm not dropping $70. Like it better be for me kind of a game.
Yeah.
Or else like I'm not spending money on it. I'll just continue with this battle pass that I paid for and I have to finish. And like this battle pass, like I have to like people feel more like needing to like finish through a battle pass than look towards another game that they need to play. Like it's almost like battle pass comes first, and then once I'm done with the battle pass, then I get bored. Then I'm looking for a different game to play.
But by the time the battle pass comes out, there's another one.
And I see it with my wife because she plays Halo, right? She plays Halo, so she'll go through the whole battle pass of Halo. She plays a lot of Halo. She like knocked out almost like every season, if not every season. And like when she gets done with it, she kind of like has this like sigh of like, boredom. Just like, like what else do I do? Right? Like all these objectives now are worthless because it's not going towards anything anymore. So like every once in a while she'll hop on and play a different game and stuff like that, and that's kind of your average gamer right there. They'll play their favorite game. Halo's free to play even now, you know? So it's just like, yeah, I mean, I look back at the times when I used to hang out with the boys and play games. It was games like Call of Duty, Halo,
Madden,
stuff like that, and those are now free to play games. So like, when a Last of Us comes out, whether it's the third remake or whatever, like it has to be like some sort of spectacle. Even with a new story like Final Fantasy, and this is the reason this dude was talking about all this. He's like, Final Fantasy, it was a great game. It was like critically a good game, both 16 and remake or rebirth, right?
Rebirth.
But nobody's really buying it because and this is part of the reason why. It's not the only reason why, right? Obviously, there's some elements as to what they did with this game versus older games. Like I always bring up the whole like Persona stomping out fucking Final Fantasy now because they changed who they were. They changed their identity. So that's a big piece of it as well. But it's also like, yo, like this is also kind of needing to be that game. Like every game almost that comes out has to be that game for it to like get its money back. Like so I'm really excited for us at some point in the future to go through this, because this will be like the topic and we won't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah. It feels like it's gonna be a lot to chew on.
It like we might be able to fit one more topic in, but it'd have to be something like fun and like something that we can end on a good note, because I feel like this would be just a lot of
depressing stuff
and Han and some depressing things. Yeah, I mean, because if you read my post on it, I said, well, after reading this entire thread, it's clear to see that we gamers are fickle and penny pinchers, but the game industry itself is actually to blame because they put themselves in the situation that they can barely handle.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah. I can't wait for us to get into it because that'll be fun. But yeah, we need to get we need to get moving, man.
We do, dude. We keep setting it to be like we'll get the pod out in 2 hours, and we almost always end up at 3 hours. I think we should just make peace with it and be like 3 hours is the actual time for the show.
I'm not gonna say that because it might be 2 one day. It might be even an hour and a half one day. I'm not trying to forcibly push things to 3 hours. It just
If
it ends up being that way, it is.
Okay, so moving forward, it'll be what it is. All right. I just want to set the expectations for everyone. All right. We will be on for as long as we need to be on. If we end up doing some Iron Lord's madness and going 4 or 5 hours, it is what it is. But if we also end up doing a 1 hour show, then also again, that's acceptable, because we're not out here trying to do the Sony thing and force.
You see that one before?
What?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen on Gamepass this week. It's insane. It's again, Ham. It goes back to what I told you about $60 for Game Pass. Yeah. Can make that voice. I'm still right.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
I did the wrong voice. Yeah, $60.
Apart from the pony, LOL. Oh my god.
That
All right.
No.
All right. Ham, do you want to plug anything before we go?
Nope, I'm ready to go. I'm hungry and I can smell dinner.
What time is it? Ooh, it's
It's
2
7
a.m.
for me.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I should be up in about 2 hours. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Really appreciate everyone coming through. I'm sorry about my voice being what it is, but winter's coming. Our version of winter's coming through. So yeah, I got a slight flu. Our weekly schedule is as follows. Sundays is for a Lokes Gaming Log. This is a podcast where I decompress from the week in gaming at 2100 hours Central African time. Mondays are for the crossover at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo and K-Mega discuss Xbox-related stuff. Tuesdays, me and Ham duke it out in a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern, like we just did. Wednesdays, we're off on TSWS, but Ham Solo does feature on Matt Likes Games channel for the two-player podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel called Matt Likes Games. No spaces in between. Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern for now, but we are retiring Behind Them Sticks at next week, Ham? Yes?
No, I told you June's the last month.
Okay. We're retiring Behind Them Sticks in June, and then July, we're going to start off with this topic that's on the screen right now. So Behind Them Sticks is at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know. Fridays is the big hangout we've coined as Bull Sitting, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, Mental 9R, myself, and a special guest or two to discuss the week's big gaming happenings, and also to find out what Cozy Beluga is willing to eat or drink live on stream at 4 p.m. Eastern every single Friday. Thank you for tuning in to the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you did enjoy the podcast, also smash the like button, because the algorithm doesn't care, and we all know that. Also, subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. Thank you so much for watching. See you on Thursday. Bye.